summer heat has caused an increase in snake sightings from all across the state. Hi, I'm Andres Aguilar from MyPoint TV in Dallas, Texas, and today we're going to go through some facts about our local serpents and what to do when you spot one, or even worse, get bit.
Hi, I'm Andres Aguilar from MyPoint TV here in Fort Worth, Texas, where local vendors are showing off their vintage fashion. I'm Andres Aguilar from MyPoint TV here in Profound Micro Farms, where they tell us about the recovery process after Winter Storm Uri.
The U.S. Department of Justice is moving forward with their lawsuit against Governor Greg Abbott after signing an order allowing state troopers to pull over vehicles transporting migrants, a move that the administration insists is to stop the spread of COVID-19.
A lot of people who come from very comfortable homes, and so this is a chance for us to raise awareness among our community here.
I'm Andres Aguilar from MyPoint TV in Southern Methodist University, where a group of students are marching on a journey.
So I've been buying and collecting signs from people on the streets for the past 28 years. And today was our third annual Home is a Journey march across the SMU campus.
Home is a Journey is an annual walk to raise awareness about homelessness, compassion, and gratitude.
Student organizations and volunteers get together. We make blessing bags, we gather donations, and then we walk in silence across the SMU campus just to raise awareness and empathy around the issue of homelessness.
Led by SMU Professor Willie Baronet, creator of We're All Homeless, a nonprofit art project and campaign, he has bought over 1,800 homeless signs over the last 25 years.
Like a lot of people, I know I always felt awkward when I saw somebody on the street, and the We're All Homeless project, buying signs for 28 years has totally changed my perspective about just the fact that the people on the street are just like me. We all need to ask for help sometimes. We all need each other. We all make bad mistakes sometimes.
We marched on through the campus, single file line, holding signs, spreading awareness, gratitude, compassion, togetherness, and reminding people that every single sign has a person behind it.
And I think what the students resonate with a lot of times is that a lot of them grew up with a lot of privilege, and so this is a chance for them to just become aware that there are a lot of folks struggling to make it day by day.
For MyPoint TV, I'm Andres Aguilar, and that's how I see it.
My name is Benjamin Espino. I am the general manager of the Latino Cultural Center. I was appointed to this position on November 2nd of 2011, and then on June 29th of this year, I was promoted to assistant director or deputy director of the Office of Arts and Culture. But the Latino Cultural Center, when it was built in 2003, was the first Latino Cultural Center built from the ground up as a Latino Hispanic Cultural Center. It was also designed by Ricardo Legorreta, who with Luis Barragan are considered probably the most important architects of mid-20th century Mexican architecture. And if you look at the building with its bold colors of orange and purple, and it looks unlike any other building in Dallas, which actually the colors are really persimmon and eggplant for the record, but I mean purple and orange work. I was actually here. I love the arts, and prior to this job, I actually ran an African American theater company in Fort Worth, Texas. I was an English and history major, and so I came during the opening of 2003. It was 2 weeks of festivities because as a Latino, I was very proud to say there is a building that has been built specifically for Latino and Hispanic arts and culture.
Qué bella esta muralla. ¿Quién la pintó?
La muralla fue pintada por Judy Baca. Judy Baca fue profesora de arte en la Universidad de California en Los Ángeles. Y para mí siempre ha parecido que el mural era parte del centro. Yo no puedo imaginar que esto sea una pared anaranjada que no había arte.
This job, for me, this is a life, not a job. It brings, to me, there's no greater joy than to watch the center be filled with individuals of various backgrounds and many of them say, thank you, this is an event that I wanted to attend. Thank you for showcasing this artist. Thank you for bringing light to a subject that I didn't know existed.
From My Point TV, I'm Andres Aguilar, and that's how I see it.
I've been told many times how good my English is. Well, I was born in America. And so I just say thank you, because what can you say?
I'm Andres Aguilar from My Point TV in Dallas, Texas. Nonprofit forum Stop Asian American and Pacific Islanders Hate revealed a recent study that 3,800 reports of anti-Asian hate crimes were reported. 103 cases were reported in Texas. But could there be more unreported crime? I sat down with Lily Mack to get some answers.
I'm Lily Mack. I'm the Vice President of DFW AACC, which is Asian American Citizens Council. We promote and assist Asian American involvement in social, political, and civic activities. Okay. And we try to increase the number of Asian Americans in these roles. We want to get more role models out there. I want to give back, I want to contribute, and I do want to make a difference. And that's one of the reasons I've been doing this for so many years.
Lily and her husband David are underwater photographers who travel around the world capturing the mysteries of the deep blue. They stayed indoors during the pandemic, but while they're still hopeful to return to their passion, she still feels insecure when going out in public.
You know, you're reading the numbers, there's 3,800 case incidents that's reported. And you know that number is understated because most Asians do not go and report incidents like this. And so there's that. We hear that there's 1 in 10 Asians have had something happen to them. And that's a very high number considering, again, that's underreported. For me, I see, I talk to some of my Asian friends, and particularly, the attacks have all been, 78% of them have been on Asian American women, and in my age group, and so that is particularly biting in that. I'm in the target demographics for this. You're seeing the statistics. I was looking at the statistics for the I think it's the New York Bar Association reported that from January to November of 2020, they had an 8-fold increase in the number of anti-Asian attacks and violence. And so those numbers are concerning. It's concerning my whole community. Most of us, you shouldn't have fear in your own country. And I have to say, when I'm going out now, because these attacks can come from anywhere, I'm looking over my shoulder.
Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson declared March 26 as Stop Asian Hate Day to reflect and commemorate people helping to stop the violence, something the AACC is supportive of.
I commend Mayor Johnson for making that declaration because he's identifying it as an issue and he's giving recognition that it has to stop. I think that's definitely a step in the right direction. A lot of it is awareness, and that's creating awareness. It can only be good.
Mack also responded to a video released on April 2nd of Dallas Congressional District candidate Sari Kim reportedly blaming China for creating the virus and belittling the Asian community.
Facts. We were lied to for the last 1 year and 2 months and stayed at home because China created coronavirus in a Wuhan lab. The fight in Washington,
it was totally unacceptable and unbelievable that there were so many people that applauded that. That was shocking. And I hope people realize that this type of behavior, it's not right. And it's propagating the violence. It's giving people permission to go out and attack people. It's not the right thing to do. And I hope that people realize that.
From My Point TV, I'm Andres Aguilar, and that's how I see it. I'm Andres Aguilar from My Point TV here in Dallas, Texas. Last week, Governor Greg Abbott issued an executive order ending the mandatory mask mandates and allowing stores to get back to 100% full capacity. I'm going around town to see whether or not people are okay with still wearing masks.
I disagree with the no mask, because still we are in this world, is not totally, clear. So I prefer wearing mask.
I don't agree with it, but I obviously got mine down.
Yeah.
It irritates me.
Yeah, I feel
I
that.
don't agree with it. I don't agree.
Everybody has different opinion, so I can't, I'm just going with the flow, whatever people think of.
Wednesday, March 10th was the first day for Texans to explore around town with the option to be maskless. This comes after an executive order allowed businesses to give that option, but areas like the Galleries in Dallas issued this statement. In order to follow the health and well-being of our guests and retail employees, and continuing to follow CDC guidelines, Galleria Dallas will maintain a requirement that masks be worn while in the building. An anonymous business owner is leaving it up to the customers.
As far as the mask mandate, I'll just speak a little bit on it. We've had it up on our door since they asked us to put it out. I took it down right now. I'm telling people we recommend it, but I'm not going to be their conscience.
After sundown of the first day, a gathering occurred. The Dallas Jewish Conservatives, a group supporting Governor Abbott, held the official Texas is Now Open party to celebrate.
I think it's a good thing. I'm more excited for small businesses to be able to open back up.
I'm 20 excited if there's a quantifiable number.
Oh, yeah?
It should be that way, that people make decisions.
Having a good time, dancing, and throwing masks into a fire.
2, 3.
How does that make you feel?
Excellent.
This is what a bunch of spoiled brats that need attention look like.
One of the biggest concerns workers have is the fact that not enough people have been vaccinated as of this recording, and that letting the public go maskless and potentially ignore social distancing will put workers who aren't vaccinated at risk for COVID. However, supporters of the governor celebrated and felt optimistic that, to them, life will start going back to a sense of normalcy. From My Point TV, I'm Andres Aguilar, and that's how I see it.